What's happening, guys? This is Mike at Mike's Total Dragon Channel, and tonight I want to talk a little bit about Battle Beast from the Invincible universe. Now, this was a character that I was not very familiar with. I had read quite a bit of Invincible when it was coming out, mostly in trade paperback form. I did not finish reading all of it, so it's one of those things where I kind of fell out of it towards the end. But I heard quite a lot of people talking about Battle Beast, so I wanted to check it out. I didn't know very much about the character, but everybody was talking about this book. This is the book that launched the blind bag craze. So I had to see what was going on. So I picked up the first 5 issues of it and read it. And I gotta say that I enjoyed it. It was a good book, I thought. Not great. I thought it was, slightly middle of the road. The story by Robert Kirkman was pretty good, like I said. But the art by Ryan Ottley, to me, the art is what really separates this book from everything else and really makes it stand out. A quick run. I didn't know, as I said, I did not know anything about Battle Beast, about the character. But Robert Kirkman, he was able to catch me up on everything about the character through the storytelling here. And basically the gist of this character is he is someone who wants to die in battle. He is a warrior that possesses some sort of inner fury. He possesses a rage like no other, and he wants to find a fight that will ultimately end him, so he can basically, get rid of that rage, get rid of that fire he has inside of him, that warrior spirit. So he wants to fight everyone in the universe until he comes across someone that he cannot defeat, and that they will kill him, and it will end this fury that he has, that he possesses and drives him. So that is who Battle Beast is. But the art is just really, really awesome. It's really, really great, cool pages like this one right here. This right here is a very badass page. The stuff is just, it's really quintessential comic book stuff. Just beautiful pages that you only find in comic books. Outer space landscapes, solo figure in the desert, that type of thing. And that's one of the things I enjoyed most about it, was the art by Ryan Ottley. Now, Ryan Ottley has a history with Robert Kirkman. He spent a lot of time on Invincible. I think he is the only artist that was on the book for its entire run. And there's some other really cool pages here. So these two work really well together, and it's really cool to see Robert Kirkman giving Ryan Ottley the reins to basically run wild. That comes with familiarity. That comes with them from having worked with each other for so long, and just knowing each other, and Kirkman trusting Ryan Ottley. See, look at this. This is just, now this also is a book that is very gruesome. It is, obviously, Invincible had a bunch of very bloody, gruesome fights, and Battle Beast carries on that legacy of having the same amount of intensity in its fight scenes. Now, I do follow Ryan Ottley on Twitter, and he has said that this book is an ongoing book. So that is good to know. this page right here, this is just badass right here. You know, this is this almost looks like a fatality from Mortal Kombat right here. This is, when I say that something is really comic books, this is just a comic book style page right here. Just over the top, you know, something that you'd only find here. Something that you can only get accomplished with a pen and paper, so to speak. But the story, like I said, the story is Battle Beast trying to find someone that he can fight that will kill him and end his rage. And the book opens up with him having commandeered a spaceship, and the spaceship hates Battle Beast, but is also kind of dependent on him. So the spaceship has told Battle Beast, he said that I hate you, and I am going to try and kill you. I am going to try and put you in these situations where you do not live. And Battle Beast says basically, thank you. You know, that's what I want. I want to fight in battle and die. And the ship hates Battle Beast, but is also dependent on him to keep the ship alive and fueled, etc. So it's a very kind of fucked up relationship or whatever. And there's another guy that they pick up. That's this guy right here. He is someone who is basically kind of a exiled prince. And Battle Beast saves him from being slowly digested by a bigger alien. This is some more badass pages right here. So that is kind of like the cast of characters that we have. That is Battle Beast and his supporting cast. A ship and a exiled prince, so to speak. And it's a very thin cast of characters. It's just really these three that are in the book so far as of 5 issues. But it makes it work, you know. One of the things that I say is, and when I say that I think the artwork is what drives this book, that's not any slight towards Robert Kirkman. Robert Kirkman's story is, you know, it's really good. There's nothing groundbreaking here, but it's great in its simplicity. With a character like Battle Beast, whose whole mantra is, you know, his whole logic is, I want to fight until I die. There's no need for Robert Kirkman to try and outthink the room with the character. So he gives us exactly what the story dictates. You know, when I say that the story is very simple, I'm not trying to slight Kirkman or anything, because he's delivering exactly what is fitting for the book. See, this is another, like a dragon ripping up the spaceship. This is comic book as hell right here. But this is issue number 4, and issue number 5 just came out last week, I believe, or 2 weeks ago. So it's a little bit into its run, not terribly far along. You know, obviously this will be collected in trade paperback. But like I said, it was a character that I did not know. I did not have much familiarity with him before the book started. But Robert Kirkman and Ryan Ottley, they do a real good job of introducing the character to me and building his universe and making it something that is very inviting and engaging to a new reader. So if you love Invincible, check out Battle Beast. Or if you want something that is basically a outer space gladiator style book, pick up Battle Beast. The artwork by Ryan Ottley is absolutely beautiful, and Kirkman does a really good job of giving us exactly what we need for the story and not overcomplicating it, but at the same time not really dumbing it down or anything. So Battle Beast, check it out. I think you'll like it. Until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.